Alright, hey everybody. I'm doing a bunch of crap on the Bronco trying to get ready for OCBR this upcoming week, and one of the things that I'm doing is a Cherokee wiper conversion. I know there's several write-ups on how to do it, but there are no videos that I've found, so I figured I'd make a little video, try to help some of y'all out that are interested in doing that conversion. I've already done the first one, so I kind of got it down. I'll show you that one, then I'll go through everything that I use to do it and go through the process of making it. It's actually very easy to do. So the first one I've already got up here on the window. You'll see I've already cut down that arm, shortened it by 3 inches. We got a 14-inch blade on there. It leaves about 1/4 of an inch from the tip of the blade to the weather stripping, so we got plenty of clearance. So the things that I got, you'll need a Dorman part number 42873. That's the Cherokee wiper arm. I just bought a cheap conventional 14-inch wiper from AutoZone. I'll upgrade that later to a better wiper. I'll just see how that does for now. I'm using a 1/8 rivet along with the rivet gun. You're going to need an 11/64 drill bit to drill out the rivet. You need a measuring tape, a flathead screwdriver, simple pair of pliers, and a framing nail is what I used. Now I'll go through the process of doing this. First thing that you're going to want to do is go ahead and get rid of all the washer fluid crap off this. That's as easy as popping that crap off. Throw it away. I've already drilled out the rivet on this. Like I said, it's an 11/64 rivet or drill bit. Despite there being spring tension on there, you don't have to worry about it trying to move whenever you drill it out, because it is held in place by this crimp right here. So you just go ahead and drill that out. Now the next thing that I did, I got my sweet helper here I'm using for a stand. This is where that drill bit or that nail comes into play. We have to spread this here in order to be able to get this arm out. So what you want to do is, I can go ahead and take this pin out, push back on that, your little pin will fall out. That keeps your little retention pin. Let's just set it aside. Now we're going to take that framing nail and put it here, and we're just going to tap it with a hammer up into there. I'll be right back. I forgot my hammer right around the corner. I actually found the squared off back end of the hatchet actually works better than a round hammer. So I just placed it there in my hip. Slowly start opening that up. All right, and you see there, we got it all the way through. Now I just kind of bring it up. And now we're moving. Now we can go ahead and get the spring out of there. Set it aside. Orientation of the spring doesn't matter, so it doesn't really matter how you lay it down. And also get the little spring retention clip. Be sure not to lose that. We'll set it off to the side now too. All right, so if you open it up enough with a nail, you can twist it inside of there and bring it out. So there we go. That is the arm piece that we got to cut down. So what we're going to do here, you'll see we have the first hole, which is where your rivet's going to go. The second hole is where your spring clips in, and it's got about a 45-degree bend we'll have to put back in it. You want to be sure that you get the orientation of that bend right whenever you bend it. We'll talk about that before we do it. But we're going to come down from this hole. Goodness, this is a crappy video, but it is what it is. There we go. So from your first hole that your rivet is going to be in, you're going to measure down 3 inches. And you're going to make your mark where you're going to cut. And I made that mark just using the nail. All right, and then from that mark, for the second hole that your spring is going to be going in, you want to come up from your mark that you just made for your rivet 7/16 of an inch and make another mark. Okay. Now you've got the 2 marks for the holes that you're going to drill. So now let's go over to the drill press. Just try your best to get the holes centered in the arm as best you can. Now that we got our holes drilled, we come over here and you see about that, we're just going to cut it off with about the same amount of material left on this side. All right, and there we have it. It's as simple as that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it over to the vise. I'm going to close it up in the vise and put that little 45-degree bend back in there. You just want to make sure the orientation of the bend is the same as the original one. So we can go over to the vise. That vise there is all jacked up. Oh, I gotta use this one. Alright, so once again, the curvature here should curve up, and then you're going to want to put it in your vise. And then bend toward you. So just give it about a 45. Alright, and it's that simple. Alright, so let's come back over here. Bronco. Oh. Yeah. Help her. Alright, so let's clean up that a little bit. might have put a little bit too much of a bend in there. There we go. Alright, so now we take our arm once again, put it back in there. If it doesn't want to go. There we go. Then we're going to turn it. Once again, make sure the orientation is the stud for the windshield is going to go in there, and you want it to be bent upward. Now it's just a matter of putting your rivet in there and popping the rivet. Ream that hole out just a little bit so the rivet goes in it. Yeah, now the rivet will go in there a little easier. Okay, so got the rivet in place. Want to be sure to hold it in place nice and tight. Firmly up against there while I top it. Alright. It is as simple as that. There's the wiper arm conversion completed, minus just crimping that back down. And you just put your wiper blade on there and pop it up on there. Hope that helps somebody out. Oh wait, no, we still got to put the springs and stuff back in. So, like I said, orientation of the spring doesn't matter. We're just going to hook it into the arm. And we're going to take the little spring clip, put it right there. And then this is where I'm going to use that nail again. There are two holes in here. One, the spring goes in the bottom. I put the nail, the tip of the nail in the top one, and just use it to pull the spring up and to catch back onto that little rod there. Takes a little bit of muscle, but it's not too bad. It helps if you push that forward, you got less travel to go. Alright, that's it. The last thing we gotta do, take your little pin, push back up on there, line your pin up, slide it right on through. Without using the camera and stuff, it takes about maybe 5 minutes to do one of the arms. So now we are complete, minus mounting the wiper arm and putting it up there on the Bronco. Hope that helps somebody out.